Hi, my name is Erica Rome, and my presentation will be on the Picture Exchange Communication System, also known as PECs. The Picture Exchange Communication System was developed by Dr. Andrew Bondi and Lori Frost in 1984 and used at the Delaware Autistic Program with preschool children with autism who had little to no ability to communicate using their voice. PECs is based off of B.F. Skinner's book Verbal Behavior and used in conjunction with the behavioral program. Verbal behavior therapy teaches communication, language, and encourages people with autism to learn language by connecting words with their purpose. The student learns that words can help them get desired objects or results. With PECs, the student learns that picture exchange can get them that. As the slide says, the primary goal of PECs is functional communication. What is PECs? It is a low-technology, augmentative, and alternative communication system that utilizes pictures to exchange for preferred items or actions. There are 6 phases in which the children will learn to use pictures and phrases in increasing complexity to communicate. There are 6 phases to the PEC system. Phase 1, learning to communicate. Phase 2, distance and persistence. Phase 3, picture discrimination. Phase 4, sentence structure. Phase 5, answering questions. And Phase 6, commenting. In Phase 1, learning to communicate, the child with autism learns to exchange a single pictures for items or activities they really want. The therapist will prepare pictures of several preferred items and will contrive situations so that the child will want those items. When the child begins to reach for the object, the therapist will withhold access to the object and direct him or her to the picture. The child will then hand the picture to the therapist and immediately receive the object. There is no talking during this process except for when the therapist takes the picture and verbally models the words of the object. Ideally, when first introducing PECs, you will want 2 adults to help teach the child the picture exchange protocol. One person to physically prompt the child with picking up the picture and handing it over to the therapist, and one to receive the picture and model how to say it. In the next slide, you will see a video explanation of how to set up a PEC system and demonstration.
Hi, I'm Joe from Pyramid Educational Consultants. Welcome to this short video designed to help you get everything ready for teaching your first PECs lesson. The first and most important thing you need to have ready is something that your learner wants. We call this a reinforcer.
Like candy.
It is ideal to have at least 3 reinforcers before you begin. You can identify reinforcers by eliciting or observing 3 different behavior patterns. Look for items they exert effort to gain access to. Look for items they resist having taken away. Look for items they spend a lot of time with. These can be toys from around your home or school, food items, or anything they like. The second thing you need to do is to prepare corresponding picture symbols. The Pics for PECs CD or PECs 151 picture set can make this easier for you. You need to find a symbol that represents the item, and then give the picture a label so that everyone on your team names it consistently. You then need to ensure that the symbols are tough enough to last. It is a good idea to laminate them. Next, you need to apply hook and loop fastener to the symbol. We always apply the loop fastener, which is the soft side, to the symbol, and then the hook fastener, which is the hard side, to the book. Now you are ready to get started. Here are a few pointers to help you. Here is a PECs communication book. We sell these to make getting started quick and easy. In addition, we sell PECs starter kits that include all you need in one convenient set. Please look at the PECs training manual for instructions on how to implement the PECs protocol. To get a better understanding of how to implement and teach each phase of PECs, it is recommended that you attend a PECs Level 1 training. Go to www.pecs.com for information on upcoming workshop dates in an area near you. Once you have attended PECs Level 1 training or read the PECs training manual, you will need to locate another person to act as a physical prompter to assist in teaching the first phase of PECs.
Chocolate. Robot. There you go.
We wish you the best, and remember, we are here to support you in helping your learners to achieve their full potential. Go to www.pecs.com for more information about PECs and to locate an office near you. Join our free online discussion board to interact with other PECs users and to ask questions about PECs. Goodbye for now, and look forward to hearing from you further.
In Phase 2, adding distance and persistence, the child has now learned that he or she can get things by grabbing a picture and handing it to the therapist. Now the child has a PECs communication book, and the goal is to generalize the practice across people and settings. For Phase 2, the PECs book can be anywhere in the same room with the child, and the child will travel to the book, select the picture of what he or she wants, and then seek out the therapist and give the therapist the picture. The therapist continues to model the words of what the child wants when given the picture. In the next slide, you will see a video demonstration of Evan requesting baseball.
I want baseball! Here we go. I want baseball. Here you go. All right, here's the bat. Whoops. Okay, line it up here. All right, now look. Evan Brown! It's gonna be Russell! Oh my God! It's a home run! All right, Evan! I want baseball. Okay, set it up. Here he goes. Now up, number 57, Evan Brown. He lines up for the pitch. He swings. It's going to be a home run, Evan Brown. The crowd goes crazy. Evan Brown. I want baseball. Here you go, Evan. Here you go. Here you go, Evan. I want baseball. There it is. All right, let's go, man. Let's do this. Strike one. Strike two. All right, here he goes, Evan Brown. He goes. The crowd goes crazy. He runs to first base. I want to swing. Well, come over here. Let's go swing right here.
In Phase 3, picture discrimination, the PECs book is now filled with pictures, and the child now has to select the thing that they want from several options. The therapist will place several on the front cover for the child to choose from. It is important to change pictures and move them around. The choice should include both preferred and non-preferred items. Whatever the child chooses is what the child gets, even if the therapist is aware that the picture selected is not what the child actually wants. It is important that the child continues to learn that what is chosen and handed to the therapist is what the child will receive. This is how the child will continue to develop picture discrimination. Remember, we are teaching these children how to speak through pictures. If a child with the ability to speak asked for a cup, they would get a cup and not something else. This must hold true when using PECs. As you will have seen in the previous video, Evan selected the swing and the therapist followed through with seeking out the swing rather than playing baseball. In Phase 4 sentence structure, the child learns how to create a basic sentence using the phrase "I want." Now the student must use the sentence to receive an item or activity. The student will have a sentence strip with the phrase "I want" on it, and they will then use that strip and a picture of what they want to ask for it. Once "I want" is mastered, the therapist can introduce other phrases. In Phase 5, the child learns how to answer questions. At this time, all pictures and sentence strips are held inside the PECs book. The therapist will begin with asking the student what they want. The student will then search through his or her PECs book to find the correct sentence strip and picture to answer the question. The therapist will continue to verbally model the phrase. In the next slide, you will see a video demonstration.
Phase 5 of the PEC system is asking the question, "What do you want?" At this point, your students should have mastered phases 1 through 4, so now it requires no prompting except some minimal help if they do start to reach for an item of interest. You want to make sure not to overload them and only do minimal when you first start this phase. Need the student, the educator, and your communication folder, but now all of the picture cards are inside the communication folder, organized to the way that you taught your students. So it can be done by colors or by toys, foods, or needs. So I am only going to do 3 trials this time, and remember to always record your data. What do you want? I want ball. I want ball. Good job. Three, two, one, my turn. As they progress through phase 5, if they start to reach for their item, that's totally acceptable. Just make sure that they, when they go, they're reinforced with the correct verbiage. I want the ball, or I want the truck. What do you want? I want.
In Phase 6, commenting, the child should be communicating in ways similar to those that can talk. The child should be able to answer questions, ask questions, generalize, and do it spontaneously. The PEC system was invented prior to the use of computers, cell phones, or iPads. It is a low-technology communication device that could be utilized by anyone. There has been extensive research into the effectiveness, and it shows that PECs is an evidence-based strategy that can be learned and successfully developed into functional communication. It has also been shown that some individuals develop the ability to speak while using PECs, which is why the verbal modeling of the words and phrases is so crucial to this process. It has been noted that using PECs has been observed to decrease maladaptive behaviors. Overall, I think the creation of PECs was a game changer for many people with ASD. It provided those who could not communicate other than by acting out or screaming due to not being able to speak a voice. I'm not surprised that it decreased maladaptive behaviors because I suspect some of them were due to the inability to request or respond to things in a way that other people understood. Given that we do now have high technology devices, I wonder how often PECs is being used for those who can afford a computerized system. I was curious if the founders had figured out a way to grow beyond the PECs book and pictures and found that their company, Pyramid Educational Consultants, has created several apps that the child can transition to once they have developed the skills using the PECs communication book and pictures. Thank you for watching and listening to my presentation on the Picture Exchange Communication System. Below you will find a list of the resources used.